What's up guys, Barry Gaming here today, and we have our E5 Terra leveled up, geared up, artifact up, and soulstoned up. Not really sure what we're going to do for this yet, but this is what we naturally rolled right away, so figured why not keep it, right? It's not too bad. So let's go over the hero real quick here. So actually, I always like starting doing it this way, from right to left. So there's 3 passives and 1 active for Terra, just like all other heroes. This passive skill is whenever you release a skill or basic attack, so really anytime you attack, you deal 400% of attack, which that's a decent amount of damage, but it's armor ignoring damage against every single enemy. That is huge. It also has a 30% chance to inflict a layer of power of light. So what this does is when you get 2 layers on any one target, it then converts from Power of Light to Seal of Light. And what happens with Seal of Light is this debuff lasts for 2 rounds, and heroes that are inflicted with it cannot use their passive skills. So that means Penny's big AoE damage can't be activated. Garuda's little attack that it hits everybody that you attack cannot be activated. None of them. So for 2 rounds, it blocks them out. That's pretty good when, I mean, yeah, it's a 30% chance because you're hitting everybody, but between this and his other skills, it should lock people down very well. So the other passive is the basic attack deals 300% of attack against 1 random enemy and has a 100% chance to inflict 1 layer of Power of Light. So technically, if you get lucky, that 1 target first round can already be locked out of their passives. Just 100%. Because you're guaranteed 1 here and then 30% chance for your final passive. So you can almost like guarantee it. I mean, the second round you should be locking out people completely. But passive skills here, really good ones, guys. 40% HP. Holy damage plus 70% is huge. And this is crazy. Usually heroes don't have both. He has control immunity and damage reduced by 30%. That is amazing. Now his active. His active looks like it might be a heavy hitter and is similar to like Gia or Garuda where it's multiple hits. So it'll pound through Amenra shields. It should pound through Unbending Will, all those. So it randomly attacks 2 to 4 times on a single target. Each one of those attacks does 300% of the damage. Also inflicts 1 layer of Power of Light and increases his self 50% holy damage. So we're just stacking up holy damage here like crazy. He has a 60% chance on this attack to inflict 1 layer of Power of Light. So not as good of a chance as your basic attack, but you're doing more damage, so it has a lower chance. I really can't wait. We're gonna jump into this and try a couple different modes out. See how Terra works out. I think what we're gonna first do is just try him out in Aspen. See how he does. So we got the gear set up. Let's get a better Aspen dungeon set up. Let's just go with defense. We're just going into this blind, guys. I feel like we're gonna need a healing ability as well. Unbending should be good. This is a very safe build. We can probably do otherwise, but let's just jump into Aspen, see what he can do, and then we'll jump into another part of the game. Alright guys, let's just see how this hero does. We're in death, so this could be bad. Not sure he's going to be a good solo carry. I feel like PvP is going to be good. PvE, I actually feel like he's going to do decent with all the holy damage, but yeah, let's just watch these fights, see how they turn out. That was a big chunk. Oh, wow. Ooh, that hurt a lot, though. Oh, don't die. That's a pretty cool animation, but ouch, does that hurt without healing? Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see. What do we have? Gru and Valkyrie. Let's see how... Wow. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. Even his basic. So you see these little faint circles underneath? Those are when he has 1 layer. When you see the solid one underneath that has the little pattern, that means it's turned from power to seal. Ooh, this one might be a little tough for us, guys. You know what? We're just going to pop a demon potion here. I want to make sure we get through some, but we still might die here. Ooh, should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Let's jump in. Oh my god. And you see that damage that everybody's taking. Oh, he's just gonna get CC'd to death. Yeah, I figured that would happen, but you saw how everybody took damage just from his attack. That is that holy damage, that 400% just hitting everybody. So let's go try something else. Maybe do some PvP fights, see what looks good for this hero. On to the next topic. Let's go to Light Sealand. I don't know how he'll do here, but we are on 9, so I feel like we should get to at least 14, 15. Let's jump in here. We don't have much of a lineup, to be honest. We're just gonna throw some fodders in here, not really worry about it. Make sure we got that. Yeah, let's jump in here, see what he can do. I feel like he'll probably just completely nuke down the first few waves. Oh yeah, did you see that damage? Oh, just decimating. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change his passives back up. He should be fine. I don't think he needs Purify here. We'll see. We'll just keep going as is. We didn't change it from Aspen. It's late for me, guys. Come on. It's late. I stayed up to make sure we could do all the heroic summons, which is going to be in a different video. And we're just going to do some testing of him just to see what he can do. This is by far not going to be an in-depth testing by any means. This is just going to be us having some fun. Alright, so that's gone there. Let's jump into 12. So the one thing, I'll actually slow it down here. You notice that's the attack. You'll see that 2 million on everybody. That is his just passive damage from attacking. So you see all these little circles here. That one has the pattern. That means that one cannot use passive abilities. It will not work at all. Okay, not too bad. I think I might need to put Purify back on, but yeah, ooh, that kind of hurt. He does not seem to be a solo carry by far. He seems to be pretty much a PvP and maybe PvE hero. We'll test him out in some PvE situations to see what type of damage you can do with a Heart Watcher and things like that. Ooh, and he's petrified. Yep. So let's go back. Let's go back and we'll change out that Purify passive and try some more. Okay, we put Purify back on him. We also added Magic Stone Sword. I feel like the damage reducer is probably going to be necessary for him. Just make him tanky as can be here. Okay, not bad damage so far. We have one of them locked out, but then again, I don't know what type of passive damage we have. And the one big thing with him is he just doesn't have healing, which is, it makes it really hard for situations like this. He's not going to be like a Horus or a Penny or anything like that, I think, that can push solo Sealand. Plus, you have to remember, Light is one of the hardest Sealands to actually get through. Okay. Yeah, just without a heal. I actually feel like we need the heal. Let's go back to that real quick. Or, let me try something out. Let's try him out. I left the Magic Stone Sword on. Let's try him out with... Let's try him with Balanced Strike. See what type of healing that has. I mean, it's going to be rough for the big burst damage on him, but maybe if he stays high enough, he won't need Unbending. Ooh, that was a big hit. Don't die. Ooh, I think he needs Unbending, though. He is not the best in this situation. It's really hard to judge because this Sealand is so difficult. Oh, he just died there as well. Oh, that is rough. Okay, we have 2 more attempts here. Let's see how he does. I threw on Resilience as well. Just see how this works out. I'm not optimistic at all, but you never know. Oh, he just takes so much damage. It's just not gonna be possible, I don't think, with Terra. Granted, I might have him built completely wrong. We're just gonna have to experiment with it this whole weekend. Try him out multiple different ways. Try him out with different stones. See how he works out. You just can't live through that round right there. So, Sealand's a little bit of a bust. Kind of what I expected. Same with Aspen. The real test is going to be our PvE scenarios and our PvP scenarios. So let's throw him into a couple broken spaces, just the early levels. See what type of damage he can put out since we don't have Flame Shrine up. Okay, let's jump into broken spaces. I've saved it this entire month just because I wanted to see how Terra can do. So let's jump in here in battle. We're going to take you out, put you in, and actually I want to make sure I have the right 3 scaries in. And of course, like always, we need that burn. We have the Phoenix. That looks good to go. Let's just see how he does. I'm optimistic with his holy damage, but we're really going to have to see if he can do any substantial damage in PvE. Million with a 14 million. That holy damage is strong. Oh, 102 million. Oh, This will be a long one, guys, so I will definitely fast forward to the late rounds. So one thing I want to talk about here, guys, it does look like the Seal of Light is considered a CC, but the Power of Light is not, because you see them getting affected by Power of Light, but as you see, this next basic attack should technically activate Seal of Light on this Gru, but it won't. It just stays. Because bosses are immune to CC, this is considered a CC effect. So much like Oberon's seeds, CC immunity doesn't affect Oberon's initial seed planting, but it can affect the twine effect when it wants to proc. Same thing here. It allows you to put the mark essentially on them, but the actual CC will not happen. Otherwise, we would be not having any of these counterattacks. Yeah, pretty lackluster if I do say. 28 million non-crit. That's a little rough, I'd have to say. Might want to put like a holy damage stone on him, honestly. Maybe a holy damage and antlers cane, something along those lines. Not sure. Overall, I think this is a really bad wave to test on. It was great to test the actual marks, though, the seal and power of light. But I think what we're going to do is let's just blast through this one with about... Probably shouldn't take 5 of these, honestly. Take him out, throw Scary in. Let's just clear this level, be done with it. Good riddance. Alright. So let's jump back into this testing. Looks like our lineup still looks good. Jump in here. We'll speed it up, see what type of damage we do in the late rounds. And you'll see here again how they have Power of Light on them, but when he uses the 100% chance, it should activate it, but it does not. So it is definitely a CC effect. Ooh, 162. That was a really good crit down the bottom there. But then when the basic attack no crit, it's not much damage. All right, this next round, let's see what the crit can do. 236, not bad. Oh, even just a 58 regular. I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure. Yeah, look at that, 1.1. Overall, I think if you're not a Scary Army owner, I think he'll do decently in PvE for you. He's not going to be a god tier like Garuda or Scary, but I think he will be a solid choice to have, especially if you have a better team built around him. Obviously, mine is not optimal for optimizing his damage, but I mean, overall, it's not bad. I think that's all we're going to do in Broken Spacer for now. You know what we really need to do? We need to do some PvP, right guys? Alright guys, before we jump into the PvP, I wanted to do one more thing, and that is let's make our second Garuda to E5. We got super lucky. I mean, we didn't even have to spend feathers. This was amazing. So here we go. Feeding off those 2 10 stars. Our last Garuda copy. Boom. 2 E5 Garudas. Man, that actually feels really good. That feels really good. Let's get these skills in line. Make sure we're going to just use Magic Stone Sword on her. Let's get her leveled up. I hopefully have the green goo. Oh, I don't. Ooh, that might be a little difficult. That's kind of annoying me right there. Forget it. Let's make sure we got him set up. We want to put Kiss a Ghost on him. Let's get him defensive again. Need speed enables, I think. I think speed on Terra is going to be very, very important. That looks good to me. Let's make sure everybody else looks like they're good to go. Let's switch the scaries back to some PvP enables as well. I think we're going to have to use 2 of them in the lineup, which isn't horrible because they add a lot of debuffs to the other team with their 2 mark debuffs and then also the attack debuff. So they put a ton of debuffs on the other team. So let's just finish up here and we'll go jump into some fights. I think we'll just try to do some in Interstellar Arena just so we get some variety. I'll have to check and see how many tickets I have, but yeah, let's go jump in and see how we do. Alright, let's jump into Interdimensional Arena. Well, actually, look at that. The new skin with the pay-to-win border. I know, guys. I know. It happened. Kill me. Alright, so we don't have too many here, but let's do some matchups. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to put our team up against some of the better ones. So what I'm going to do is not quite optimal, but we're going to swap these guys around here. Oh, man. Scary's in the front line. That's a little it's a little sketchy, don't you think? Alright, we'll just leave it as is for that right now. Yeah, we're just going to try to find some good fights. I don't think this one's going to be good at all, but some of you guys wanted to see some scary action in PvP too. This isn't quite it, but we'll get a decent idea at least. Oh, we didn't get any marks on anybody on that basic attack. These are going to be long one, guys. We have 2 Garuda. I am sorry. Oh, so no, so we will not get hit with the stun from Cruz if you would have already had it, but we'll have to see how this goes. Having 2 Garudas though, man, that is strong. These scaries are just so weak in PvP. They're just, I mean, at this point, what are we using them for? Just meat shields, basically. They don't really perform in PvP, that's at all. The only benefit is it lets both Garudas hit 2 targets. Yeah, this is going to be over pretty quick. I say quick, but then Garuda's attack. Ooh, that was a nice big old burst there. Oh, look at that damage. That was a lot of damage, actually. You don't really notice it because so much of it is that passive damage. Yeah, we got a victory there. That's fine. Good to go. Let's move our way up. Hopefully we get some better fights. I want to fight some teams that have some, like, solid E5s. I guess we'll put it up against the second lineup here. We'll do something like this. Not the best matchup. Man, I really hope we get some decent matchups here. Yep, we get destroyed. Alright, on to the next one. So Terra's just slower than Ada, essentially. And look at that. Look at how many powers got put onto this enemy team. So let's watch for next round, especially when he uses his active. It's going to be doing a ton of damage to one target. Look at that. No passives, no passives, no passives. That is just huge, guys. And so this will last for 2 rounds, which, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze about. No passives for 2 rounds is crazy. Especially since so much of the PvP meta is passives. Man, I really hope we get some better matchups. If not, we'll do some friendless fights just to wrap things up. Ugh, this is going to take forever. Yes, of course we win. Let's just skip through this. We should lose this one. Oh, actually, we won that one too. Cool. All right. All right, next fight, next fight. Oh, everybody is separating their teams out. You're killing me, guys. Ugh. All right, let's throw it back on the top line there. I guess that'll work. Let's battle. I mean, hey, at the worst, we're still leveling up, trying to get to Protector, which will be good for the end of season. But again, when you're fighting against a team that has these low heroes, it's not the best example. We did get 2 power marks on the first basic attack AoE. Oh, there's a passive. So the Cruise stun will not happen. As you watch, when Cruise gets under 50% health, nobody will get stunned because it does not activate. And you know how important a Cruise stun can be. I mean, granted, we definitely overpowered that team, but just because they're separating their heroes out so much, it's frustrating. Come on. Someone just give me like their A lineup in here. I need to keep pushing higher so I get those really solid teams from like server 1, server 2. Ugh. Let's just rematch. I don't want to waste stuff right now. I want to make sure we put our... Here we go. This is perfect. So we got Asmodel, Aspen, Amenra, Ada, DA. Perfect. So we need that in slot 2. Still want to make sure we can win though. So let's throw our other scary Amenra team up front. So let's battle, get through the first fight. Maybe we'll win. Hey, look at that. We won. All right. Here is the important fight. Let's see how we do full E5, light dark versus full E5. Man, look at those scaries. They just get hurt so much. Ooh, that control immunity is going to be huge. 24%. We only hit the one target. But man, 2 Garudas are just going to be so nasty here, man. Alright. So sadly, because his damage, the AoE is passive, it doesn't break the shields. Ooh, we might actually lose this. Probably just because of those scaries, which is not great. Ooh. I will say Terra versus GVE is going to be tough because of that CC immunity. Let's see if Garuda... Oh, you're dead. You're just dead, Garuda. You get petrified, you're screwed. Yep, dead. Oh, well. Alright, let's see if we can find one more decent matchup here, guys. Alright, let's put it against Team 1. It's not amazing, but let's see if we can get a win out of this. They do have some E3s, so that's... and even less than E3. And you see here again is GVE, so we did get more marks on them this time. I feel like Terra is going to really shine when you have 2 targets, but we have so much passive damage on this team between Terra's passive and these Garudas hitting everybody from scary attacks. It's just crazy because it doesn't care at all about Amenra shields. Oh, that damage, just that chunking damage from Garuda is just so fun to watch. Yeah, there's no way you live through this. Bye-bye, Ada. Alright, I don't want to make this video too long, guys, so I'm going to jump in, throw some fights against some people on my own server, at least ones that have really powerful teams, and we'll see how he does. Alright, so we're against a full GVE, almost. I think we have 1 E4 left on this team, but be a decent example. You can see how much damage the health that just chunked off just from that passive. It was really huge. And these scaries are just meat shields on that front line doing absolutely nothing, just being CC'd the entire time. Alright, let's see those Garuda actives. Oh, we didn't actually bust through anybody. Interesting. We're missing out feathers because these scaries are just not attacking. Ooh, we're actually getting beat up a little bit here. Oh, that's rough. Alright, 1 target down. Let's see the other one go down next round, hopefully. Oh, not enough damage. I think the Garudas are going to lose out. I don't think they're going to be able to pull through. Ooh, both procced unbending. At least they should have an active here. Oh, it's just not enough, yeah. Defeat. Not much damage there. We did get some really bad luck on those scaries just getting petrified the entire fight. Honestly, I should probably move our new Terra to probably slot 1 just because of the CC immunity, but I might actually also go back and put Magic Stone Sword on him. Because we're not getting many seals. Looks like we have, or sorry, powers. We have 2 of them right now. Yeah, against GVE, it's just very, very rough. Man, I will say watching these fights with Garudas takes forever. Feels like we should be in round 6 or 7, but we're only in 3. Alright, that should finish this up. We'll do, let's jump over to one more person. We'll do a couple more fights and just call it for tonight. It's already been a long night for me, so we'll get more in depth on this weekend so we can actually analyze the heroes a little better. But let's do a couple more fights, and then we'll call it. Okay, this one has double Penny. I'm really intrigued here to see if we can kind of make it so they can't do any of their damage, because Penny's AoE is passive damage. So between Amenra and Terra, I feel like we should be able to lock them down pretty well here. Granted, I just realized Sigmund as well on the front line. Not the best PvP hero, but hey, when we're comparing against scaries, you know, not horrible comparison. Oh man, that Penny just can't attack at all. Man, these Garudas just put in work. That big old burst is amazing to watch. there because he's taunted, none of his damage is actually going through. Yeah, see, when he's taunted, that's horrible. So actually, let's do one thing. We'll do a few more fights, but let me change a couple things up first. Alright, let's put Terra on the front line. Still using Kiss a Ghost, so it might be a little squishy, but I feel like it'll probably be a good idea having him front line just because of the CC immunity, and everybody's running Amenra, so being immune to that Petrify is just huge, I feel like. Overall, I think the team will do better. It feels so weird for Scary to just hit one target. It looks so goofy. Alright, let's see. So we're not taunted this time. So you'll see that nice passive damage pop in. But again, it's so hard to tell. Is that the seal or just the power? It's so hard to tell with so many visual graphics on this screen, isn't it, guys? Alright, we'll get hopefully Amenra's off. Yeah, good. We got shields up on everybody. So we're not taking damage from Ada's passive, which is amazing. I haven't seen the entire time a Penny actually get the full seal. It might be because of her CC immunity. I forget exactly how that one works. But we can definitely say at the end of the day, the Seal of Light is definitely a CC ability. Alright. So overall, guys, what are your impressions? I mean, I know we did this very unoptimized. We ran out of dust. We have tons of issues. But, I mean, overall, decent PvE hero so far. Decent in PvP. But not that god hero I think everybody was expecting. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this weekend I'll get time to do a bunch of testing. We'll be able to run through this hero more. Guys, if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments, please. We want to try to optimize this hero. I know a lot of you won't have a chance to get this hero, but I have them. Let's use me as a guinea pig. Drop your comments, your suggestions. Let's see what we can do, and I'll see you guys in the next one.